I can't go without my tea.
And we begin to rock. Steady, steady rocking all night long. Rock. Then go alive so I can make this song last a little longer.
Wow.
I know. I'm goofy as hell. Oh, we are live. This is live, people. Live and living. How are you doing? Welcome to the Sabby and JB show. I am your host, James Fauntleroy. Of course, you have your hostess with the mostest, Sabrina hostess with the mostest, Sabrina Salvati, here joining today. Sabrina, how are you?
I am doing great. But I've been really busy, so I'm glad tomorrow is Friday. That's for sure.
It's Friday. Wait. Hold on. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love.
I can't say it as fast as they do. That's why I don't say
it. It's all good. It's just fun. All right, so welcome everybody. The Sabby and JB show is live every single Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on RBN. You can also catch the Sabby Sab show on RBN at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, as well as her show on her channel at 8 p.m. And you can catch me on the JB show on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can catch me on my channel, JB Font channel, on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. So good to see everybody is here in the chat. Also, if you are new, please make sure to please hit the subscribe button. You like us, don't you? Well, come on, hit the subscribe button, right? And also, if you have not clicked the like button, I want you to ask yourself why. Why haven't you got it within your why haven't you built up the intestinal fortitude to just take that beautiful, gorgeous finger and just be like, and then look. If you like the stream, all your wildest dreams will come true.
Bet.
Oh my goodness. Also, thank you to all our patrons on Patreon. For without you guys, there would be no RBN. So I appreciate it. You help keep the lights on. Also, just to say hello to everybody who's also watching on the stream, we have CBC voter Panquake saying happy Thursday at Sabby and JB. Peace, thumbs up, power to the people, and tea. Interestingly enough, I don't have tea today. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I was on the phone with somebody earlier. Dan O'Neill says, "Yep." I say, "Yep" to you too. Thank you. All right. Proletariat Game says, woohoo! Whoop, whoop. All right. Let me see. Terry Connolly is also in the house. So good to see you. You were on my stream earlier. So good to see you again. All right. We have MD Bior Evan says, good vibes. Good vibes to you. Angela Sangster's in the house saying, greedy Sabby, JB, and RBN fam. Thank you so much to see you. Jake Webb says RBN is one of my favorite new channels to watch. Thank you. It's so nice to have people who actually, value what we say and have enough trust in us to, sit and tell you guys the truth, despite whatever may come out about it. So we appreciate that definitely. It means a lot. Joe OWS says CJ sent me here. Well, good to have you as well. All right. Also, Marco says just bounced from CJ too. Nice to have you. Welcome as well. All right. Holly Horn is in the house. She says Sabrina JB. All right.
Hi, Holly.
Good to see. Savvy Sav is in the house with the hearts. The purple hearts. Sweary Fairy. My cuties. Oh, she called us cute, Sabs.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, I'm kind of like walking with my button-up shirt and my bow tie and my dress shorts on with my socks all the way up high. my penny loafers, like a little boy, like, yeah, I know I look cute right now. Gamer for life is in the chat. So good to see you too, Gamer. Nice to have you as always. Kit is in the house.
Hi, Kit.
Oh no, Kit, please, let's not let the people from New York, they're gonna come in the stream and then they're gonna cause a war. Kit says Chicago style pizza for the win.
Kit, you're losing the poll.
I know.
You're losing the poll, Kit. New York pizza is winning.
Oh, we're gonna have to share that on the stream. The poll.
Yeah,
okay. He says, I call into question the results of the election tally right now. Kid, look, this is going to be a more violent opposition than Gritgate. That's what I call. That's what I call our argument over sugar and grits. I would call it Gritgate. So, no. Oh, Kid, I love you, bro. I don't make me stand between and choose, please. I don't want to. Oh my goodness. Who else is in the chat before I move on? All right. Soul Construct says, JB, so good to see you, Soul, as well. Roman Smith is in here. Good to see you too, Roman. Thank you so much for joining us for this stream as well. Margot, you didn't miss anything, Margot. You just getting started. So good to see you. And Bluegrass Mark says, what's good, y'all? What's good is that you're here with us. Thank you so very much, Bluegrass Mark. All right. Sula Moon. Did I say hello to you already? I'm getting old, y'all. Sorry. But it's good to see you anyway. Arif Hassan, Liberia. So good to see you here as well. Okay, so now let's get started with. Okay, so this was going to be a Q&A stream. I know some people may have different questions for us, especially as far as different topics that we may touch on, our opinions on certain news articles of the day. And one of the things that I just want to say, and a lot of people have touched on this, but the U.S. and Nancy Pelosi deciding to just go to Taiwan, and it's almost like, I'm going to go to your house, and China's like, yeah, don't come by. No, we don't. You don't need you to come by. She's like, I'm going to come by anyway. And it's almost like the parent of the house is like, and you have like a 7-year-old son or 7-year-old kid, and the parents like, yeah, no, you're not going to come see my kid. And then like the other 7-year-old, that's the neighbor's like, I'm coming over anyway. And then you're like, I said, don't you dare come over. And then you're sitting there as a parent, you're pacing back and forth, knowing that little annoying little 7-year-old that's across the street is going to come over during time when they're not supposed to be over here. And you're like, what do I do? What do I do? Do I get my belt? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's going to cause an uproar in the neighborhood. I can't do that. What am I going to do? Next thing you know, the kid comes over. You're just like, hello, Nancy. How are you? And Nancy's like, I came over to say hi to my friend. And you're like, and then they just come in. And then all the other kids in the neighborhood know that she wasn't supposed to go there at that point in time, because, he could, kid could be doing his homework or something like that. But yet, just rudely comes over. And then you look at the parents of the other home and you're like, so this is how y'all run your household? Well, like, is that a bad analogy that I just said?
No, I always think your analogies are great, JB. I always tell you, you have the best analogies. You have the best analogies. No, it's just I don't think she's doing anything that Joe Biden wouldn't have wanted her to. I mean, I think if Joe Biden had a problem with her doing this, she wouldn't be doing it, right? So I mean, it sends a statement though with her going over there. I will say that much.
Yeah. I mean, somebody said on Twitter that Pelosi visiting Taiwan is a state visit. Like, that's big. She's literally second in line to the presidency, you know, behind Kamala Harris. So if that's the case, then like, wait, if they're telling you don't come, why are you doing it? You know,
Right.
it's like, okay, if I said I'm coming to your house and you didn't want me to come over, am I getting in through that door, Sabby? No.
Not at my house.
Sabby's like, that door is going to be locked. That screen is going to be shut. Everything's going to be locked. Hell, I'll even turn the lights out.
It kind of reminds me like when I was younger and my mom used to tell me, like if I couldn't go out to play, so like growing up, like kids did this. I don't see kids doing this as much now, but like growing up, like we were growing up, like that's what you did. Like kids, you went outside to play. And my mom used to do this thing where like if you know my homework wasn't done, I couldn't go outside to play. That was a rule in my house, homework first. My mom used to tell me, and don't tell your friends to come over here and ask for you to come outside to play either. Don't think I don't know what's going on. And I thought I could get by with it. And so like my friends would come by and say, can Sabrina come out to play with us? And my mom would be like, Sabrina is not coming outside to play right now. Sabrina hasn't finished her homework. And I could hear my friend, because I would listen next to the door. Like I have my ear up against the door and I'm like, is it going to work? Is it going to work? And it never worked. But my mom would always come back to me and she would say, I told you not to tell your friends to come over here and ask if you could come outside to play. And I was like, but mom, maybe they just did it on their own. They didn't do it on their own. You told them to come over here and knock on the door and ask. As if that would change their mind. So very, very hard to change my mom's mind. Not as hard to change my dad's mind. Like my dad would be like, I don't know, we'll see. I just learn those phrases as you get older. For me, coming from him, that meant no. If you said I'll think about it, I knew it was a possibility.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. You know, it's funny, and not to get off track, but I didn't really ever do my homework growing up.
What?
Yeah, I just kind of slid through.
What do you mean you slid through?
I slid through. I mean, I didn't. Homework wasn't a thing that I was really adept at doing.
Wait a minute, JB. How did you pass?
Somehow I would do okay on the tests.
Oh, you were one of them.
Especially in middle school, I would look in my bag and it'd just be stuffed all these homeworks that are never got done that are in the bottom of my bag. And I'm just like, oh God. And I'll always be nervous. Oh God, I didn't do my homework. Next thing you know, I couldn't turn it in because it'd be done. And then next thing you know, I had to do the test and I was somehow just squeezed by and I just didn't. So that's how it was.
JB was one of those students. JB was one of those students that didn't do the homework, but they still passed the exams. He was one of them.
Apparently, I don't know, but it's kind of weird too because I didn't really want, like, I hated taking I'm a socialist for a reason. I hated taking my work home. Oh wow, okay, that's cool. But I could not stand homework. Like, I'm like, why do I have to work on my schoolwork at home? It didn't make any sense to me. Because I'm like, home is for you to be at home in your leisure. You know what I'm saying? And I used to think like, well, people didn't take their work home when they went to work. I was wrong about that too. But that's how I felt. Like
even teachers, even we had homework as teachers. Because that's the thing people don't realize. Like teachers, I mean, it's not just 5 days a week in the classroom. Teachers do work over the summer, and teachers have to grade all those papers and read all of, grade all those tests, grade all the homework, and read all of your papers.
Ooh, yeah. Whew. I'll be a terrible teacher.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of people just like, oh, they want to be a teacher because they think that they just work, just Monday through Friday and I get the summers off. You don't really get the summers off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was just one of those kids. I couldn't stand it. So homework to me, and I'm gonna be honest with you, homework seems like a capitalist construct to me now that I think about it.
So for me, there was always, a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow when it came to homework, because I knew once I finished my homework, I could go outside to play, or once I finished my homework, then I could play Nintendo. So that was the thing, is like the video games, go outside to play. So I had something there to push me to get that homework done and get it done right. Because that was the other thing. If my parents checked my homework and if it wasn't right, I still couldn't go outside to play.
But here's the thing. I didn't really have that enforced because, number one, I never ever told my mom whenever I had homework. I never told her.
We had homework every day.
I know. But the thing is that I never told my mom that I had homework.
JB.
And plus my mom was a single mother. So she would be still at work. So by the time, she would get home, I had been home already a couple of hours already. I mean, 80s, latchkey kids. So I would get home, make me some cereal, watch my Power Rangers and Chippendales Rescue Rangers and, DuckTales. And by the time she came home, she was exhausted,
Yeah.
And so she would just want to get home, get herself settled, eat some dinner and watch World News Tonight on ABC. That was her. Or if we had to go to church, then we had to get ready and go to church. That was it. So for me, I just and then on top of it, I was also forget that I even had homework. So then by the time, we were supposed to turn it in, I wouldn't have it. And I would always, I was the procrastination king. I put everything. Oh my Lord. I'm still working on it down to this day. I'm like, do I have any hope for myself when it comes to procrastination? I am horrible with it. But I somehow always squeeze through. I just do. And I'm just like, what's wrong with me? It's just like organization is something is very difficult for me.
Oh, JB.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the thing. But
can I show them the pizza poll?
Can I share this super chat really quick first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. All right. Tiberius, thank you so much. Sabby and JB, the epitome of Black excellence. Ooh. Question. Aww. Name a teacher who's had a profound impact on your life. Take care, y'all. That's a good question.
I had a lot of good teachers. I have to pick one.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably say Miss McGee. She was in my, I think was it eighth grade history teacher, American history teacher? I think. I've had some pretty decent teachers. But Miss McGee, she was this tiny, petite little black lady with black glasses. And she was vocal, very vocal, very, she's very, she's kind of in your face, right? and she taught us a lot. She had us recite the Declaration of Independence and all that stuff, but she was a really cool lady. And I remember one time, how they did the tardy sweeps?
Yeah.
And so so we did a fire drill. This was in middle school. We did a fire drill. And so by the time we had to all come back to the class, she said, if you guys aren't back at the same time that we are, by the time they start that tardy sweep, when it starts to begin, I'm locking you guys out of the classroom. A lot of the boys especially were like, okay, bet. So by the time we get back into the classroom, she sees them about to come in. And right when the tardy sweeps happen, she runs to the door. She's little, so she sprints to the door. She closes it, and she's holding the door back. And all the kids are trying to get in. And then they manage to open the door, and she's holding them back. And these boys are like 6 foot. They're like 13 years old, 6 foot. Some of them are big. And so, but one of the tiny ones, his name was Steve Smalls. I remember him. And he managed to squeeze by underneath. And then she let him back in. And she's breathing hard. She's like, it was hilarious. But she was one of those teachers that was really cool, but she did not play. And so Miss McGee, she was really cool. What about you, Sabs?
Probably Mr. Autry. He was my civics teacher when I was in high school. He's the one that really got me interested into politics, like a lot. Like he made it fun, you guys. And I know sometimes people hear like history and politics and they think it's really boring, especially at that age. But he made it fun. We used to have like mock debates like in class. And he would be like, you guys are going to be on the jury. You're going to be in the audience. You're going to be. So everybody had a role. So that's the thing. He made it interactive. He made it fun. We weren't just sitting there taking notes. Like that was the difference. And then also Mr. Autry was really into sports because he also coached the cross country team. Mm-hmm. So we used to come into class and we would talk about like, guys got to understand like back then, like this is the Jordan days still. Jordan's still playing. So we used to come into class and like we used to like get into like, I don't know if you want to say, I don't want to say fights, but we would get into heated arguments in class about who was going to win, Chicago Bulls, Orlando Magic. And that like those were the teams
Bulls all the way, and I live in Orlando.
those were the teams back then. So you had like Shaq and Anthony Hardaway and you had Jordan and who was with Scottie Pippen and all of them. So yeah, so like there were some of us in the class that were Bulls fans. And then there were some that were Orlando Magic fans. And so we used to get into like these heated arguments. And Mr. Autry would overhear the discussion and just be like, all right, let's have a debate. And that's what he would do. Like he would say, you guys, you be on this side, you be on that side. Let's have a debate about which is the better team, the Bulls, Orlando Magic. And you need to give, valid reasons why, not just because you like them. You have to give examples as to why they are the best team. So that was the difference. He made it fun. He didn't just have us open our civics book and just learn that like 1776. It's like very, very different. So Mr. Autry was fun. He was cool. Yeah. We follow each other on Facebook to this day.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of my favorite instructors was my culinary arts chef when I went to culinary school. So it was Chef Jerry Krotke. Okay, I'm gonna tell you who he looked like. Remember Principal Rooney from Ferris Bueller's Day Off? He looked like him.
No.
Yes, he looked like Ed Rooney. But he was a chef, and he was hilarious because he would, hey Nick, he would be like, okay, so I went to a high school in a technical school, and so sometimes he would have to do like presentations for the faculty. We would have to make like banquets and stuff. So, and he hated the faculty. Oh my God, he hated the faculty. And he would just roll his eye. He would be like, they were like, oh my God, Chef Jerry, everything's so delicious. Your students did such a good job. He'd be like, And he would cuss a storm. Here we are, juniors and seniors. He'd be cussing up a storm in the kitchen until the dean came in, and then he would clean up his language.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just be like that's how I learned how chefs really are. Chefs have a mouth on them, and oh my God, they would just. Whew. And he was clean compared to the ones and actually out in the industry, because real chefs out there, a lot of them, man, the innuendos and just the language. I mean, some of the stuff they say, they make a porn star blush. I'm telling you.
I would say if you get offended easily, working at a restaurant is not for you, because once you go back into the kitchen, you hear all types of, especially if it's a busy night and they're behind on ticket times. That is not the place for you to work. I'm just telling you. I've heard it all.
You'll hear sexist, homophobic, ableist. You'll hear all kind of language. You'll see people gesturing in different. Oh my God! And then a lot of the serving staff, they were hooking up a lot. It was crazy. So that was, yeah.
I'm actually going to talk about what happens in the walk-in freezer.
Oh, I got a story. Quick story. Story time. Okay, so guess what? One time we're sitting there in the kitchen, right? I'm a line cook. We're it's kind of busy. It's so. And so we're busy. And then the chef turns off the hood. When the hood goes off, that means you better listen, because that chef wants you to hear every word that they say. And then he goes, if I catch anybody else smoking weed in the freezer, you're fired.
Listen, the walk-in was kind of the place where you went to just get away from everything that was going on at that time. So sometimes if people needed to cry, they would go into the walk-in and cry. If people wanted to hook up, they would go into the walk-in to hook up. Now, I don't know why you want to hook up in a freezer, but if you just want to just get away from everything that was happening right then and there, you would go into the walk-in. Sometimes people would go in there to cool off, because I mean, like, especially like down south, like, even though there's AC during the summer, it's still really hot in that kitchen. So sometimes people would just go in there to like cool off and then come back out. But I'm just telling you, like, the walk-in was something else.
Roger Meadows is right. There was some global warming up in that kitchen. I'm sorry. Roger Meadows had perfect timing. Bro, not only is he on point with the ballot initiatives, but he's on point with the references to it.
I'm telling you. Some of the things I saw. Oh my God.
Love to you, Roger. Love to you, man.
I still remember when they would tell us, like, people not to, there were certain times, like, at least for us, like the really, really busy, like, time, I'd say from like 5:30 to like 7, they would tell you that no bathroom breaks at that time if you can help it, because they need all hands on deck, right? They need everybody hands. So the rule was you couldn't walk out the kitchen without having something in your hand. You had to help take something out and come back in with something in your hand. So you need to help the bussers bust the tables. Don't ask me why. That's their job, but whatever. But that's kind of how it was. And people used to sneak out. People try to sneak out the back door to take like quick smoke breaks. And so they finally got around, like our managers finally got keen to it, that people were still dipping out the back during the busy time to take really quick smoke breaks. So one day, I remember one night, one of the servers tried to do that and the alarm went off on the door. They put an alarm on the door so someone goes out, because you're only supposed to open that back door certain times of the day, and one of them is at the end of the night when you're closing and they take out all the trash, right?
Yeah.
So they put an alarm on the door, so our manager knew every time someone went out that back door when they weren't supposed to, that alarm would go off. Imagine being that person.
Oh man, yeah. It was definitely an all hands on deck. I remember, yeah. Oof. Oof.
Be
Yeah,
nice to people who serve your food, okay? Serve your food.
yeah. And I was on the so Sabby was front of the house. I was back of the house. I was in the kitchen, and so like I guess we didn't have that like try not to take any bathroom breaks. They never really told us that because like look, if it affected our performance as far as the food's concerned, it was like yeah go to the bathroom if you need to. So for us, it was just like I don't know. I guess we kind of called the shots a little bit more, not necessarily, but a little bit, because it's like, okay, so what you going to do without us then? Like you can get some front of the house managers to serve food out, but you're not going to get us with our dirty behinds, out, to serve food. So without us, you're screwed. So it was kind of like that.
Don't piss off the cooks either.
Don't piss off the cooks. Don't do that. Because even though we have ethics and we won't do anything gross, because a lot of us just won't do that. But we will make your ticket last a long time. And you better not ask for a steak that's greater than 10 ounces and you want it well done. Oh, you're never getting that thing. Nope. We will make that ticket last as long as possible. Especially if you piss off the chef. The chef will be like, I don't care. Hold on that. Next thing you know, we're like, all right, chef, all right. Leave it in the window. And then we'll refire it right at the end so it won't come out cold, so it won't come back. But we'll make it last a long time. Like, nah. But it was rare that we did that because, quality control. But yeah. You want to
show the pizza thing?
Yeah. I want to see that. I'm curious now.
So we decided, I don't know if you guys know about this, but Kit from Hardlands Media and Fee from Convo Couch have had this debate going back and forth about who has the best pizza, whether it's Chicago or New York. And so I said, let's settle this for once and all. Who has the best pizza, Chicago or New York City? And I'm honestly surprised that many people even picked Chicago. I really am, because it's like, so right now it says Chicago 32.6%, New York City 67.4%. And I've had both. So I'll be honest, like they're both good, but I think New York has the best pizza in my opinion. I've had a lot of pizza in my life. And so I'm sorry, I've had a lot of pizza, a lot of it. The only one I have not tried is the Detroit style pizza.
Okay.
It's the only one. What do you think, JB?
Oh, don't do that to me, Sabs. Okay. Look, I'm gonna preface it by saying this. A lot of the pizza that I've had in my life has been through chains or frozen. So I don't really get to have authentic pizza from an actual parlor that often. I live in Orlando. Like, number one, pizza is expensive. Number two, even if you have money for pizza, most of the available pizza places are chain restaurants like Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, right? So I've had Chicago style, and I haven't had authentic Chicago style. I've had chain restaurant Chicago style. I don't.
You had Uno's. You had like Uno's.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's.
So I can't necessarily state it based on actual authenticity. I say that I have had New York style, right? I've had Philadelphia. I had the pizza in Philly. Even then, I just can't say which one because I haven't really got to truly try it like multiple times to see. And I know that's a bit of a cop-out, but I can't say either or because I haven't really truly had true Chicago style pizza, so I can't say which one I prefer over.
Well,
plus I don't travel that often. I want to, but I'm broke.
Well, I'm going to show you what some people said. And so for people, just FYI again, this debate was between Kit from Hardlands and Fee from Convo Couch. Kit is in Chicago. So Kit claims till this day that Chicago has the best pizza. Fee says, no, New York has the best pizza. So they've been debating this for a while. We call it the pizza wars. And some of the things are kind of interesting. Susan said New York and also Northeast Pennsylvania, but since I live in California, I have to make my own with fresh tomatoes for the sauce. And then someone called the Kingo Detroit said Detroit easily. John said, I live here, but bleh, too much bread. Jets and buddies have me contemplating suicide after eating due to bloat.
Dang.
And of course, here's Kit. Vote Chicago. I don't like a lot of bread. I don't like a lot of bread. See, that's the thing with me. Like, I had the Chicago style pizza. I didn't have Uno's. I went to Giordano's, and it was really good. But I could only eat one slice because it's so thick. Like it's like a pie, JB.
Wow. Okay.
It's too heavy for my tummy.
I understand. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like an even amount. It has to be kind of even. I don't know.
Well, Raul here said, I don't understand the question. Chicago does not make pizza. They make casserole.
Oh, damn. Them fighting words for Chicagoans.
And Major Tom said, deep dish is not real pizza. It's a spinoff of it. Perfectly good, but not pizza. So those are some of the things that came through. Like, people were just like, see, I like this. I like the thinner crust and yeah.
But I'm also a type of, okay, people look at me weird, but I'm also the type of guy that likes a lot of toppings, right? So it's not just the pepperoni and sausage. I also want the onions, the green peppers, the olives. If I can get a little bit of pickled jalapeno in there too, that's cool. That's cool with me, you know. So I like a lot of toppings on my pizza, and depending on the style, because if it's like a Parmesan, if it's like a chicken and mushroom spinach pizza with Parmesan, I may even add a little bit of bacon on that thing too. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just like I like a lot of toppings on my pizza. You know, so no. No, you don't. Come into my stream talking about pineapple on pizza. I am sorry, but this is a hill that I will die on. You know, I'm not going to do that.
No.
I don't like pineapple on pizza.
No, I'm going to do it. Pineapple does not go on pizza. I've been trying to tell people this for years.
She said it. I didn't say it.
Pineapple does not go on pizza. It doesn't go on sandwiches. It doesn't go on anything. Pineapple should just be its own thing. Please stop putting pineapple on your pizza. I don't know who came up with this idea. I don't know who did it. Don't do it. That's the one topic. No.
Tiberius. Blasphemy, you say? I'm sorry, but I do not concur with that, okay? In my socialist future, I will make it mandated that pineapple does not belong on pizza, because I do not think that anybody who has the type of moral and ethical gumption can consent to having this fruit on a pizza. I just can't do it. I just can't. No, I can't do it.
No. Why would you put pineapple with tomato sauce? Think about that, guys.
Okay,
Think
now
about it.
Okay, now I hate to get logical on you, but tomatoes is actually a fruit. It's part of the berry family, and actually, tomato sauce is technically a jam.
But it's gross. Like, listen, and I say this as someone who has actually taken a bite of a slice of pizza that had pineapple on it because my friend convinced me that it actually tastes good. I taste it. I never want to taste it again. Don't put it on there, for the love of God, for all us pizza lovers, us real diehard pizza peeps out there. Don't do it.
Okay. The opinions of Sabby and JB do not reflect the opinions of RBN or its affiliates. Oh my God. Look, Sabby, do you know that we are going to get railed on Twitter about this?
It's gross. It's disgusting.
I'm just preparing you. People are going to come after us. They're going to be tagging Rome, Nick, and CJ about, oh, Sabby and JB, they don't like pineapple on pizza. They're going to come after us. We got to be prepared. We got to stick together on this one.
Listen, what else are you going to put on pizza then? Other fruit. People are going to start putting strawberries and apples and oranges on pizza too? No, save the pineapple for your smoothie.
But I put spinach in my smoothie. I like spinach in my pizza, but I'm ruining it. I'm not helping out, am I?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, there was a question from Brent. Super chat.
Mm-hmm. Brent says, are there two songs that sum up who you are personally? Not necessarily due to lyrics. I give you two because we all have more than one side. That's a good question. Holy crap. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think I have two in my head. Okay. One is a R&B soul song, and the other one is a trance song. You guys might not know the trance song, but the R&B soul song, a lot of you guys will know. This song is like one of my favorite soul songs that I've ever heard. The lyrics and the way the song flows is beautiful. It's called As by Stevie Wonder. I'm not sure if you don't know it. But I can tell you the words of the song. Okay, so some of the lyrics start. Actually, I should pull up the lyrics. Actually, I should do that. Let me do that really quick. I know we don't have that much time, but let me see.
Stevie.
As Stevie Wonder lyrics. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Now this is it's about an 8.5, 9-minute song, right? It's not a short song, but it's a beautifully written. So this is one of the songs that I absolutely love. Okay, so the lyrics start as this: as around the sun, no earth she's revolved. Let me enlarge this. So, it is at 150. Okay. As the sun, as around the sun, the earth knows she's revolving. As rosebuds know to bloom in early May. Just as hate knows love's the cure, you can rest your mind assured that I'll be loving you always. As now can't reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing will grow older every day. Just as all that's born is new, do you know what I say is true? That I'll be loving you always. And then the chorus is, until the rainbows burn the stars out in the sky, always. Until the oceans covers every mountain high, always. Until the dolphins flies and parrots live at sea, always. Until a dream of life and life becomes a dream. And then the lyrics change again to a second set of verses. It is a masterful song. And I absolutely love this song. The next song that I love is a trance song. It's called "Not Giving Up on Love," and it's a song by DJ Armin van Buuren. And it's a really good song too. But I don't, for the sake of time, I don't want to get too deep into it because we got like 15 minutes left on the screen. But yeah, so that's what I like. Sabby? Oh, let me stop sharing. Sorry.
So I would say one of them, and some of you, like, if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen me mention this person like multiple times. Mm-hmm. But I'll just share my screen. Probably one is Donna Summers. She works hard for the money. And those of you that follow me, you know, like, I love Donna Summer, like love. Obviously, like, she's from Boston, so she's one of the originals. But that song in particular really speaks to me because, look, I've been working since I was 16 years old. Mm-hmm. Like, I've always worked, and I've worked my ass off. Sometimes I had 2 jobs, you know? Mm-hmm. And so I really identify with that song. And mm-hmm. But funny thing, when I was a kid, I thought she was talking about something else. I thought I did, but before I saw the music video, when I was a kid, I thought she was talking about some other kind of working for the money. But anyway, if you watch the video, you'll see it's like women that just have like these blue collar jobs, well, not just blue collar jobs, but like women working really hard and then having to come home and then take care of the kids. And then they're still expected to cook and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, it's like a female empowerment song before Spice Girls came around. So I really like that one, I would say. And then I have a Stevie Wonder one too, JB.
Oh, okay.
Superstitious.
Ah, nice.
There is superstition. Writings on the wall. I love that one.
Nice.
Yeah. Just because, like, I mean, I am kind of, well, number one, I love like the music, like the beat for that song. It's a little, you have a little bit of jazz, you have a little bit of blues sound with that song, a little bit of funk. Like, it's amazing. Like, you don't even need the lyrics. Take the lyrics away and you just listen to the music alone. It's really good. But also, I'm very superstitious when it comes to sports. So yeah, that's the other one, superstitious. So Donna Summer and Stevie Wonder.
Remember that part in what's it called? Remember that part in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective when the coach, not the coach, but one of the guys was like, "I have a player that hasn't changed his jock strap in 2 years because he thinks flies are lucky."
No, I still have the superstition where I cannot watch the first round of the NBA playoffs that my team is in, because every time I do, we lose. Every time I do, we get close to the championship, but we don't get it. Every time.
I got you. Okay. Interesting. Joe says, Chicago style pizza, you might as well order a loaf of bread and pour tomato sauce on it. Oh, damn. Oh, Joe. Oh,
I'm going to tell Kit you said that, Joe.
Oh, I'm telling.
Who came up with that idea though? Who came up with that idea? Like, let's make the pizza look like an actual pie it's like this thick.
I don't know. Maybe the person who made it likes thick people. Who knows? Let me stop. Thick with 3 C's. So Yasmin says, I saw that and voted. I think a lot more East Coast people skewed that vote. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Roger Meadows. It says, in New York, try famous Familia if in Freeport. Long Island, Ramos, is that what you mean? Okay, cool. And then, as from Stevie Wonder's 1976 album of the year Grammy winner, Songs in the Key of Life. Yeah.
Ooh.
he Stevie Wonder is a musical genius. So yeah, definitely. Um, so I'm just making sure that I don't have any other. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you before we end. I wanted to ask you about your opinion about what happened with Britney Grineer. Um,
Mhm.
you know, I covered this on my channel earlier today. Let me share the article really quick.
Yeah, this is the girl, the professional basketball player, right? And she was caught
Yeah,
with, yeah,
yeah. She was caught with well, it was cannabis oil that she uses in her vape, and she used it for medicinal purposes.
right.
Yeah, so she was sentenced to 9 years.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah.
In Russia, right? Because she's still in Russia.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She was sentenced to 9 years in Russia. Meanwhile, you have a gentleman by the name of Iman Shumpert. That's also a basketball player, and he was caught with marijuana in an airport, about a little over 6 ounces, and he was arrested, and he could face 2 years in prison. And what I was
When
talking, this was a couple days ago. Iman Shumpert, um,
Iman Schuper,
yeah, Shumpert, I think it's Shumpert,
Shumpert,
yeah, um,
is he a U.S. basketball player?
yeah, he's in the NBA. Well, he was in the NBA. He was with I think it was the Cavaliers. He was one of the winners of the 2016 finals.
Okay,
Um,
I see him.
yeah. So, but yeah, he was trying to board a plane to LA from Texas to visit his daughter, and he had 6 ounce, a little over 6 ounces of weed on him, and now he's arrested and in jail, and he can face up to 2 years and a $10,000 fine. And so one of the things that I talked about was just the hypocrisy of the United States and wanting to bring back Britney Grineer, which is great. But at the same time, you have all these people who are serving nonviolent drug offenses, especially marijuana possession charges. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Well, if I remember correctly, Britney was caught in Russia, right?
Yeah, she was caught in Russia.
And so Iman Shumpert was in the United States when he was caught, right?
Yeah,
That's the difference. Marijuana is heavily criminalized in Russia.
I get it. But my
Yeah.
thing is like for instance, President Biden's like, oh, we want her freed, and it's like, okay, yeah, you want her freed in Russia, but when it comes to the people here in the United States that are either in prison for marijuana charges or have been arrested and are waiting to go to prison on marijuana charges, you don't want to commune their sentences at all.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, he says that he wants her free too. Also, I don't see them doing anything
Well, they're
about it.
trying. Okay, so they're trying to. Let me go back here. So they're trying to trade um with another guy who's, I guess, his he has a moniker of the merchant of death, because I guess he sells like a lot of guns. And so Grineer and a guy by the name of Whelan. Um and so they wanted to trade um with them for a hostage. But it's like, I understand that they want to free her, but my thing is, like, if you're going to free her, that's great, but at the same time, keep that same energy for everybody else who's in the United States that's charged with the same thing.
That's right. Well, he's not going to fight to free the people in the United States because he feeds the prison complex. He feeds the prison system here. That's why he
Yeah.
doesn't want to decriminalize marijuana, which he can do that by executive order.
Yeah. So
He just
yeah,
doesn't want one of our own trapped in Russia.
yeah, But I mean, the thing is that they're using. Here's my issue. They're literally using her as kind of like a cudgel for. They're using her as a cudgel for being like, see how horrible Russia is, and it's like, there are people serving 30 years for marijuana possession here in the United States, and you guys are saying jack squat about him, about
That's
them.
right.
You know, so I mean, if you're going to talk about Russia, yeah, okay, but talk about the United States too. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy for Putin, for Biden. That's my thing. You know, so.
You know, a lot of younger people don't know about that, though, JB. A lot of people I talk to don't realize that there's still people in prison serving like 20 years for marijuana here. You know?
Yeah, unfortunately. So, yeah, but I wanted to get your thoughts on that, because I think it's just bull that she's in prison for that in Russia, and then we still have people like that here in the United States. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so we got a couple minutes left. Did I miss out any questions? Hang on.
I don't think so. I didn't think I saw one.
Just make. Oh, also let me check Rockfin as well. Let me see. Yeah, Choir Boy says she had a vape with traces of oil left in it. Russia's on my shit list too. Okay. Thank you so much, Choir Boy, for that. Lady Alex on Rockfin says, I have all of Stevie Wonder's albums. Nice.
Solid.
Yeah. Solid like a rock. Sorry.
Oh my God, I said solid. My parents are gonna laugh at me. Oh, JB. Solid.
Oh my God. You know what? Back when I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna make a confession. Don't you guys pick on me about it in Twitter, okay? But when I was more like, okay with Democrats, I used to sing solid like Barack. Never again. Yes. It was bad. Yeah. I know. JB, they're bad.
JB, no, man.
I know.
Oh, man.
Don't cancel me. You see, Crystal says, let's remember Breonna Taylor. Yes.
Yeah. I'll be talking about that tomorrow on RBN. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Also, just remember, I think the Department of Justice is going after the cops that shot into against Breonna Taylor. My thing is like, yes, I'm happy about that. I would also love for them to do the same thing to the people that shot at Fred Hampton because they killed Fred Hampton in the same way they killed Breonna Taylor. Because they shot into his apartment when they were asleep and he was shot in his bed. So, but I know it's not going to happen, but I just want to put it out there that they did the exact same thing to Breonna Taylor as they did to Fred Hampton. So, just saying. So, it's not going to be true justice because she's dead.
Right.
And that's what they did. But at least, her family and the community can get some sense of closure. But it's not really going to happen until we truly defund the police on the road to abolition. So, but yeah, I don't, so what do you have going on tonight?
So Kim Iverson will be on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of things to talk about. And I also have 3 news stories too.
Oh, okay, cool. And this Tuesday, you're going to be with me on my show, on the JB show, We're gonna talk about news, and I want to talk to you also about your interviews with Cynthia McKinney, with Rokana, with oh my god, Jesse Ventura, John
John Stamos.
No, not John Stamos.
John Stasevich.
Stasevich. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't want to mispronounce his name. I know. Sabby, stop.
I'm sorry. I really thought you were saying John Stamos.
No. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you about those interviews too and get your, so Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to be live with me on my channel when Sabby joins me. So we're going to have a great conversation. Also, Cool Blue. Ain't nobody love me better.
Shaka Khan.
Makes me happy. Makes me feel this way.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
I feel for you. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all should know me better than that. Oh my goodness. So I think that's it, because you got to get going. You have to prepare for your show. And y'all be talking about the news on Sunday on RB and on the JB show. Make sure to please, did you guys like the stream? Did you? Did you like the stream? I hope so. All right. Now, also, if you guys have not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe, as well as thank you to everyone who is also on our patrons or on Patreon. Thank you so very much. Any last words? Any last words, Sabs?
Have a good night.
Oh my goodness. Yep. And I hope this night will last forever. Ain't nobody love me better. Make me happy.